Hey guys, the architect here, and welcome to another Genshin Impact video. So in this video I'm gonna talk about world level 7 and what should you expect from it. So as you can see over here, I already reached world level 7. Now there's a lot of expectations that people have every time they raise world level, but here's a couple of things that you should know, and I think that they're quite important. So first of all, your rewards for doing ley lines are not going to increase. From world level 6 to world level 7, they are not going to increase. This is the same amount as you were able to see. I am currently world level 7, and the ley line rewards are identical to world level 6. So you're gonna get 60,000 more, and you're gonna get the same amount of experience materials. So it's the same thing. Now you may be thinking, wait a minute, so what's the purpose of all that then? Okay, so let me tell you that even though your materials are going to remain the same and the more you get are going to remain the same, the rewards are pretty much going to remain the same, the mobs are actually going to be harder. Yeah, so it's going to be harder. So you're going to have to face harder mobs and get the same reward. Now you may be thinking, wait a minute, what's the purpose of raising world level? Well, here's the thing: the rewards for doing bosses are gonna be slightly better. You're still not gonna get 5-star artifact every single time, but the rewards are gonna be slightly better. All right, the drop chances, because I already farmed this thing a lot. I have already farmed several bosses, and yeah. So now also keep in mind that one of the main reasons you should raise to world level 7 is because at that point you can actually ascend your characters to level 90. So for instance, I already ascended Chi-Chi, and well, let me tell you in advance. Okay, so you need to farm this. You can't even craft this unless you are world level 7. So you need to be AR 50. So yeah, you need this. And guys, let me tell you in advance, this is a lot of grind. All right, I already spent like 200 resin farming the Animo boss, and look, I still don't have all of the materials that I require. So yeah, that is a lot of grind. I already have this and all the other materials. I actually have spare materials like these, but yeah, that this is a big grind. So also another thing that I recommend is this. If you haven't purchased this already, you should totally do so because you're gonna need them. I already purchased the Anima one, and I'm probably gonna purchase the rest later on. But yeah, it's totally worth it because you only need you only need 20 resin to get pretty much like three shards of those. Now another thing is that this is not going to increase either. The rewards from this event, this is exactly the same amount of essence that I was getting at a world level 6. So just keep that in mind. So if you're waiting to raise your world level to 7 in order to do ley lines and such, don't do so because it makes no purpose. It serves no purpose. The only thing that you may be waiting to grind, it's the world bosses and also the weekly bosses, because the rewards for these ones are actually, yes, they're gonna increase. Another thing is the domains are not going to increase for you. All right, the drop chances are going to remain the same because once you reach the world level 6, you can already farm the max and the highest domain levels. As you can see, frozen abyss level 4, and for instance, submerged valley level 4. You can already access this at world level 6. Now there is an exception that I have noticed. I think there's probably another domain as well, but over here you see Dance of Steel level 5. So this domain in particular has one more level than the other domains. The drop chances here are slightly better as well. The mobs, I really didn't notice any like strong difference. There's not gonna be any like much harder to kill, but the drop chances are a little bit better. I was actually able to get two uh, artifacts, two legendary artifacts, 5-star artifacts on the same run using just 20 resin. I was not using the condensed resin, and I was able to get two in a single run. So you're not gonna get two all the time, but you're only gonna get a guaranteed one, just as we're level 6. But I think the drop rate is a little bit better. You also get slightly better Mara, but it's pretty much minimal. But yeah, for some reason the game allows you to get to one additional level on this domain. And this domain is going to remain the same, and this one as well. And I think that pretty much most other domains is the same thing. They stop at level 4. Yes. All right. So yeah, guys, that's it. So if you're waiting to farm ley lines, you don't have to do so because they're gonna remain the same. It's just that the mobs are gonna be harder to kill. And now because the mobs are harder to kill, it is also likely that they're gonna drop slightly better drops. The chances for them of dropping higher level materials like purple materials instead of green materials or blue materials would be higher because of that. But other than that, yeah, that's it. Now, if you are struggling at world level 6, I really do not recommend raising your level yet because you're gonna get a hard time. Bosses like the mobs in general, they're like 9 levels higher than at world level 6. It's not a ridiculously huge increase, but they are actually, yeah, they are stronger. Um, Now, how stronger they are, well, let me give you an example. With my Venti, I was able to, at world level 6, I just dropped the ult without the swirl effect, without doing any elemental reaction, and they just died. All their trolls and all the treasure hoarders, they died with the ult. I just dropped it, and that's it, without requiring any reaction. Now, when I drop it, I get them to, like, 20% HP. Right, so I still have to hit them with something else to kill them if I drop Venti's ult. That's pretty much and as here you can see my Venti power level. So as you can see, I have this artifact at level 10, with the exception of this one, which is at level 19. I have this weapon, and I have the talents at level 6. So with that, you can pretty much figure out. So when I drop Venti's ult, without the elemental reaction, I'm able to reduce the enemy's HP like 80% if they are trolls or treasure hoarders. And yeah, guys, that's it for now. Now, I'm a whale player who does this type of content, endgame content, all the time. I'm currently in the process of raising every single character in the game to level 90, and I'm gonna do reviews on every single one of them. I already did one on Diluc. So if you like this type of content, feel free to subscribe to my channel. And until next time.